This is the Eastern Business Report, where we look at the business ecosystem in the Eastern region and discuss topics affecting the region's economy. But first, let's take a look at some of the major business and development stories making headlines across the Southeast, beginning here in Enugu State, where the Enugu State government has announced major strides in the development of its solid minerals sector, unveiling extensive exploration efforts and regulatory reforms aimed at unlocking the state's vast mineral resources and driving economic growth. The special advisor to Governor Peter Mbah on solid minerals and mining, Samuel Okoro, recently made the disclosure during a press briefing at the government house in Enugu. Okoro said the government had carried out wide-ranging geological exploration across the state, including geospatial mapping and geochemical investigation, to accurately determine the quantity and quality of mineral deposits in different locations, where, according to him, the initiative forms part of Governor Mbah's broader strategy to revive dormant natural resources and convert them into productive assets capable of stimulating economic development. Okoro noted that Enugu, historically recognized as Nigeria's coal city, still possesses vast coal deposits capable of powering large-scale industrial and energy projects, further explaining that recent geological findings suggest that the state's coal reserves are far larger than earlier estimates of about 300 million tons. The advisor added that the discovery strengthens the state's plan to generate about 1,000 megawatts of electricity from coal as part of a long-term strategy to tackle energy shortages and support industrial growth. Still from Enugu State, the National Pension Commission has launched a campaign to encourage women working in the informal sector in Enugu State to enroll in the personal pension plan. Speaking during the launch as part of activities for the 2026 celebration of International Women's Day, Commissioner Inspectorate Southeast of PENCOM, Samuel Owandu, said that the initiative is designed to help women who are largely excluded from formal retirement savings system to secure financial stability in old age through small but consistent savings. He noted that about 96% of employed women in Nigeria operate in the informal sector, adding that without structured pension savings, many of them face financial vulnerability in old age and often depend on family support or informal arrangement for survival. According to him, Nigeria's pension industry currently manages more than 28 trillion naira in pension assets under strict regulatory oversight, further noting that withdrawals from the contingent portion become available after 3 months of participation, while retirement benefits can be assessed from the age of 50, either as a lump sum payment or through periodic pension withdrawals. Now from Anambra State, where no fewer than 200 workers of the Anambra State Internal Revenue Service, recently retrenched from service, have protested their disengagement, describing it as unlawful and unjust. The affected workers, mostly community revenue officers, alleged that the agency disengaged them after they failed a strategic tax collection examination organized by the state government in conjunction with PricewaterhouseCoopers. Speaking during a press briefing in Oka on Wednesday, the aggrieved workers argued that the examination was inconsistent with provisions of the new tax law, which allows revenue agencies across the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory to operate autonomously, including the training and retraining of staff without external interference. One of the affected workers, Chukwebuka Okeke, who spoke on behalf of his colleagues while displaying copies of their disengagement letters, accused the management of the agency of professional misconduct as he called on the state governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, to investigate the circumstances surrounding their disengagement to prevent a reoccurrence. Now from Abia State, where the Abia State Project Implementation Bureau has organized a 2-day capacity building workshop on quality assurance and quantity control aimed at strengthening the delivery of public infrastructure projects and ensuring value for money in the state. The workshop brought together contractors, engineers, project managers, and other key stakeholders in the construction sector to deepen their understanding of best practices in project execution, quality management, and compliance with established standards. The initiative forms part of the broader reform agenda of the Abia State government under the leadership of Governor Alex Chioma Oti to ensure that public infrastructure projects are executed with the highest level of quality and durability. Speaking during the workshop, the Director General, Abia State Project Implementation Bureau, Oyinyewosu, said the initiative reflects the governor's vision for excellence in public project delivery and long-term infrastructure sustainability. According to him, the establishment of the Bureau was driven by the administration's commitment to ensure that capital projects across the state meet strict quality standards and are properly monitored from conception to completion. Now from River State, stakeholders in River State have criticized recent protests by some beneficiaries of the Farm to Future project, a youth-focused initiative of the state government, over alleged unpaid allowances and fund mismanagement. The stakeholders described the demonstrations as an attempt to disrupt the project and undermine its objectives, emphasizing that the state urgently needs development across critical sectors as they urged the Ministry of Agriculture and its partners to be allowed to implement the program fully. Commentators noted that expectation of cash handouts and skills-based programs undermine long-term development goals, fostering dependency rather than empowerment. The former Commissioner for Agriculture, Victor Kili, who initiated the program, denied claims of fund diversion and called for calm and understanding as he assured participants that the empowerment phase of the project would proceed once administrative normalcy is restored in the state. Finally, from Edo State, the governor of Edo State, Monday Obebelu, has approved a minor reassessment of key officials in the state revenue sector to strengthen its revenue drive, as was disclosed in a statement issued on Thursday by the secretary to the state government. According to the statement, the chairman of the Edo State Audit Service Commission has been appointed as the new chairman of the Edo State Internal Revenue Service, succeeding Oladele Bankole Balogu, who resigned from the position to pursue his aspiration in the forthcoming elections. The statement added that Idika Patrick Akimi, an executive director at the Edo State Internal Revenue Service, has been reassigned as chairman of the Edo State Audit Service Commission. It further disclosed that Victor Omame Enemari has been appointed to replace Akeni at the Edo State Internal Revenue Service. Consequently, Mr. Idiaki Patrick, who currently serves as an executive director in the Edo State Internal Revenue Service, has been reassigned to the Edo State Audit Service Commission as its chairman. Significantly, those reassignments and appointments are to take immediate effect.